Okay, testing, testing. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, all right. Uh, Well, we're passing around the Book of Names that we usually like to pass around. And this is a book of names where we put the people we would like to dedicate the practice we're going to do today to. So it could be people that are in need, people that recently have passed away, animals, pets, anyone that, or any world situation that you think needs alleviating suffering. So, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Janet Montes Diaz. I'm one of the leaders here for Sunday meditation, and I am also a board member, a volunteer. I do a lot of different things here in Don Mountain. I've been coming for about 16 years, I suppose. And anyway, so I'd like to just explain what we're going to do today. Today we're going to do meditation, and we're going to start off first by doing our opening aspirations. Then we'll do a practice that will be about 20 minutes long of meditation. And after that, we're going to have a short reading of a teaching from a book that we're reading right now. We'll have a little conversation about it, and then we will proceed to doing another closing meditation that will be about 10 minutes long. And we'll read the Book of Names, the people we dedicate the practice to. We will do the dedication and awe practice. And after that, we'll close and have a little bit of time to just socialize with each other. So the reason why we do the aspirations is that everything that is done in Tibetan Buddhism is focused on not just yourself, but on others, on helping others. So it's a way of kind of orientating us towards this noble aspiration. So let's start on the group practice prayers aspiration. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. Hello? Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, I'm just starting right now to. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, thank you. Yes, there's, okay, okay. That was Anne, and she's on her way. Anne is Mama Ritsindorma. She says she got lost coming over here. So anyway, she'll be sitting next to me when she gets here. And Anne is one of the founders of Down Mountain. So she's a very important person. She's our teacher, along with Lama Namgyal Dorje, which is Harvey Harrison, and they're married to each other. Anyway, I know that most of you already know this, but I'm just mentioning in case anyone is new. So now we will start with our meditation. And first I'd like to explain that Part of this meditation was given to us from Atsun Pelo Rinpoche, which is he is a Dzogchen master in Tibet. He is one of our guiding teachers. And the part that is where we chant the home is the part that he gave to us because he thinks that this will enable us to, it will have people feel an effect immediately by doing this practice on a regular basis. So why do we do this practice? There's certain reasons why. First, it's to benefit ourselves and also others. And it's also a way of letting go of what's holding us back. This is part of us trying to aspire towards wisdom. Whatever is holding us back, we try to let go of. And we also want to develop our attention and develop our ease so we can rest in openness. We want to be more open, not so self-centered, and at ease in our lives. So first we're going to settle. And we have what's called the 3 pillars. So we use these 3 pillars just to feel that we've settled into the right position to meditate. First, feel the contact of your seat on the cushion or chair you're sitting on. Feel that this contact comes right from the center of the earth. The earth itself is supporting you. It's giving you the basic support you need to feel at ease, to feel relaxed. Now, this support that comes from your seat from the earth is going to go up through your body, and you can feel that your skeletal structure is giving you now all the support that you need to be able to sit erectly, but comfortably at ease. Feel that all those skeletons, those parts of the skeleton in your bodies is giving you support so now that you can relax all the muscles in your body. And just feel that. You're relaxed, all the muscles. It's good to keep your mouth slightly open just to relax the neck. Keep your chin just slightly tucked in. And now you can feel that there is a certain flow of energy that goes through your body. And we call this the central channel. The central channel goes starting from what we call that area just below the belly. We call the do in Tibet. And from this, it's kind of like a center of energy, a chakra, where there's a flow of energy that starts there and goes up to the very top of your head. So you want that. That's one of the reasons why we want to sit with our spine slightly erect, but with the natural S curve. Let's just sit in this way. Feel the seat, skeletal structure, central channel. Now we are going to observe our breath. This helps us develop our attention. We want to let go of the thoughts that we usually have, the daily thoughts that we become consumed in. Just let them go and just concentrate on how your breath goes in and out. You can feel the breath goes through your nasal. You can visualizing going it down to the do, to that center, just below the belly. And then as you exhale, you can feel that those that breath goes up to the top of the head and through the nasal. So we're going to do this for a few minutes. And you're going to notice that once in a while your mind is going to wander. Whenever you notice that your mind has wandered and you're not observing your breath, just gently go back to the breath. As many times as you have to, just go back to the breath. And don't worry that you think you're doing it wrong. If you notice that you've become distracted, you're doing it right. Just go back to the breath. We'll do this for a few minutes. Now we are going to chant the sacred syllable Hum. Hum is a syllable that in Tibetan Buddhism represents the awakened mind. We're just going to chant it. Each person will chant at their own pace. And as you chant, just feel how that vibration feels as it goes through your body. Feel the vibration going through your body, through your mind. And we will chant Hum until I ring the bell. Notice how you feel. How does your body feel? How does your mind feel? Go back to the breath. Observe the breath. Let us chant one more time until I ring the bell. back to the breath. Observe the breath. So the practice we did is a practice that we can do on our own. It's good to, if you can do it on a daily basis. If you're new to meditation, it's good to do it in short intervals. You can start off with doing what we call mini sits. That's 3 2-minute sessions. So for 2 minutes, you observe the breath or chant. You stop for a minute, and you go back for 2 minutes and observe the breath and chant. So you do this 3 times, and it's just a way to start to become comfortable with developing your attention and your ease and your openness. And then you can start to, once you get used to it, you start to do it for longer times. So I'd like to mention we're passing around the book of names, and please enter the names of the people that you'd like to dedicate our practice that we're doing to today. If you're at a distance, you can enter into the chat, and we will have our technician enter your names in the book. And we are starting to read every week from this book. It's called Comfortable with Uncertainty by Pema Chodron. And I believe we're on chapter 5. Before we start, I'd just like to mention a few words so that you understand what's being said. Well, first of all, Pema Chodron was a student of Trungpa. Yeah, and he brought to the United States, he came from Tibet to the United States, I think back in the 60s or the 50s.
Yeah, he came to the West, he came to Europe first. I'm not sure, 60s, maybe late 60s, 70s.
Yeah. And so he brought a tradition to the United States called Shambhala. And so you're going to hear this word mentioned in what I'm going to read today, so I just wanted to let you know. And Shambhala is a tradition that wants to develop bodhicitta, which is compassion and loving kindness. We have to develop that in order to awaken to our basic goodness. And from there, we do that through meditation, and then we become what is called bodhisattvas, which is we aspire to be a bodhisattva, which is a person that pursues this loving kindness, this compassion, not just for himself, but for the benefit of all beings. And so a lot of times they call it bodhisattva warriors, because it's like you're a warrior for the benefit of all beings that are suffering. So this week, I'm going to read chapter 5, which is Loving Kindness, the Essential Practice. As an aspiring bodhisattva, the essential practice is to cultivate maitra. Maitra is the Sanskrit word for loving kindness. So I'll read it one more time. As an aspiring bodhisattva, the essential practice is to cultivate maitri, or loving kindness. The Shambhala teachings speak of placing our fearful mind in the cradle of loving kindness. Another image of maitri is that of a mother bird who protects and cares for her young until they are strong enough to fly away. People sometimes ask, who am I in this image, the mother or the chick? The answer is we're both a loving mother and those ugly little chicks. It's easy to identify with the babies, blind, raw, and desperate for attention. We are a poignant mixture of something that isn't all that beautiful, yet is dearly loved. Whether this is our attitude towards ourselves or towards others, it is the key to learning how to love. We stay with ourselves and with others when we are screaming for food and have no feathers, and also when we are more grown up and more appealing to worldly standards. In cultivating loving kindness, we learn first to be honest, loving, and compassionate towards ourselves. Rather than nourishing self-denigration, we begun to cultivate a clear seeing kindness. Sometimes we feel good and strong, sometimes we feel inadequate and weak. But like mother love, maitri is unconditional. No matter how we feel, we can inspire that we be happy. We can learn to act and think in ways that sow the seeds of our future well-being. Gradually, we become more aware about what causes happiness, as well as what causes distress. Without loving kindness for ourselves, it is difficult, if not impossible, to genuinely feel it for others. So it's interesting that first we have to have it for ourselves, and then we can develop it and give it to others. Would you like to say anything?
Sure. Can you hear?
Yeah. Okay.
No, I mean Janet. Could you hear Janet? I was worried sometimes you were very soft. Okay, I use it. Yeah, very, very important point, and thank you for bringing our attention to it. We have in Buddhism in general, yes, His Holiness the Dalai Lama is famous for saying, "My religion is kindness." Yeah, that's it, kindness. And we have many practices, if you stick around, you'll hear more about them, for sending kindness, cultivating kindness, love for other beings, care for their suffering. But as Janet has said, unless we are able to recognize even that we ourselves have pain, it's going to be difficult to actually open to the suffering of others. And this is something that is often missed in the teaching. So both of us, knowing this, want to emphasize it. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, it could be, a kind of hardness about, I'm fine, or I don't need to think about that. I'll just worry about everybody else. And in the end, it doesn't work. So if you notice that you are pushing yourself too hard, or that you are in a lot of self-criticism, which you mentioned, which Lama Harvey calls this the common cold of, Harvey's a psychotherapist, the common cold of mental health. Most of us in this age, in this culture, very self-deprecating, actually. What goes through our minds often is, oh, you didn't do this right. So be kind to yourself, and you're learning to be kind to others. That makes sense? Do you want to say anything about that yourself? You feel like that little chick? Yeah. It's very sweet. It's very easy to talk about. And we, as practitioners, we encourage ourselves to notice when we're criticizing ourselves, when we're sort of steeling ourselves against our difficulties, pretending they don't exist. Yeah, we all do this, so there's no blame. But we can notice it. And when we notice it, maybe we remember what Janet said, what Pema Chodron wrote. Oh, this is a moment. I could stop doing that, maybe for a minute. I could just breathe. Can always breathe. And one of the things you may wonder, what the practices that we do here have to do with this essential practice of love and compassion, is everything to do with it. When we observe our breath, we're cultivating attention, the capacity to be present. Most of us are darting back and forth most of the time, if we're honest. But when we sit to observe our breath, we notice that that's how we are.
Someone in the chat said that they are that little chick often.
Sorry, is there a what?
They said that they are that little chick often.
You're that little chick often? Who said that? Unless you want to be Yeah, I get it. Did you want to say anything else about that? And what do you do when you're that little chick? What's your name? I can't see. You're not showing on your... Hi.
I'm Poppy.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, yes, I'm Poppy.
Okay, and sometimes you feel like a little chick.
I do that to myself many times. It's like I forget to be kind to myself. I judge myself more than I should. Yeah.
So it's go ahead.
And you said to breathe. I never thought about that. But I will do that. Yeah.
Okay, that's a deal, Poppy. I mean, it's amazing what we don't think about, but now we will. Because when you breathe, you're in the present moment. Your breath is in the present moment always. You don't have to fix it up, it just is. And we're paying attention to it. And attention is not judgment. Attention is just attention. So you might still be aware of little chickness feeling, but that's okay. It's there. You can't make it go away. But you don't have to, you can just be with your breath. And sooner or later, it will likely fade. So we're
Okay,
cultivating attention. Do you want to say more?
yeah, you say I don't have to get rid of it. I know it won't go away because when it's not there, I know it's still there, but it's not a comfortable thing when it comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, well said, well observed. So sometimes it's really up front and you're really, maybe even there's a script going through your mind. I'm bad, I'm little, I'm whatever. And then sometimes it's not like that. So then you can maybe breathe a little easier and enjoy it and just recognize that in fact, this, what seems like a totally constant state of judgment actually has breaks. It stops sometimes. It's not gone forever, as you're pointing out, but it stops. Yeah, it will not go on 24/7. That's very nice. Let's just say two more things. Attention is the start of love. In order to cultivate love, to cultivate compassion, which we're going to be hearing more about in this series, attention is necessary. So with observing our breath, we cultivate attention. With the hung, so the hung is the sound, the vibration, the feel of awakened mind. That's what the Buddhist traditions tell us. Now, it may or may not feel like that to you, but it feels like something. And whatever it feels like, there you are. You don't have to fix it or do anything. Something that's been very helpful to me in this is the instruction that to feel, to imagine, to allow it to arise, that your mind and your breath, right, because there's breath going on as you sound, but especially your mind and sound are one. It's just an interesting thing to feel. And I encourage you, it feels like some of you are maybe shy about really making a sound. Sound loud, then you can feel the vibration, and then we hear each other. Ho, sorry. Ho, ho. Whatever feels good to you, because you're feeling your own energy, and you have energy. Meditation isn't just about, being quiet. So I'm just suggesting. And then also you'll feel the vibration. So there's a kind of unifying sense of, vibration, body, mind, sound, body, mind, and speech, all being kind of integrated. Not by you doing anything, it just happens. And it's a very kind of well-rounded feeling of wholeness. We feel our mind is scattered here and multitasking. This is not multitasking. All of these things are happening simultaneously. So I encourage you, however it comes out, it's fine. If your voice cracks like mine did, it's fine. It's practice. It's just for you to be in touch with your own body, we're already in touch with, speech, and your mind, right? All three are integrated in this action. And that's healing in and of itself. Okay. Any comments or thoughts? We have a minute or two. Make sense? Really? Don't be polite. Can you take this home with you, this practice? You guys online? Take it home. It's yours. That's why we're here, to give it to you. A few minutes a day, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay, so I'm gonna just make a couple of announcements of events that, can you hear me? A couple of announcements of events that we have coming up. We have a new 3-week online Teaching Tuesday series entitled Fresh Eyes on Green Tara, and will start on Tuesday. So you can go to our website to find more information. At the end of the series on Saturday, August 26th, there will be a short 2.5-hour retreat on the Green Tara practice that is open to everyone by donation who has been instructed in the practice in this lineage. All of these will be taught by Lama Rixendroma with Nathaniel Rich, PhD, and Claire Villarreal, PhD. So that will be starting Tuesday. It's all online. And then we have, for all newcomers and curious people, we have a welcome event coming up. And this is an interactive event that will introduce you to our lamas, our lineage, our mission, some Sangha, and board members. It's a great chance for us to get to know each other a bit more. This complimentary event will be held from 12:30 to 1:30 after meditation on Sunday 20th, in person or online. You can find the registration link at our website, or you can just show up. If you come to Sunday meditation that day, you can stay until 12:30 and enjoy our welcome event.
Janet, I just wanted to, you missed the August. It's in August.
August 20th, okay. Yes, it's August 20th, so we still have some time.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
In case you don't know, Green Tara is an embodiment of tender love and swift healing. She's in the Tibetan, in the Mahayana traditions, we have many male and female Buddhas who embody certain qualities, and they help us develop those qualities. So that's what she is. Yes, Jake.
Just a quick question. Are these characters, like, were they real people at some points, or are they sort of like abstract concepts?
What is a real person? They're not historic figures, usually. Sometimes they're related to maybe a quasi-historical figure. Tara is part of Buddha's story. She is said to have appeared, she laughed 12 times as he was approaching enlightenment. It's a great question, Jake, and all I can say right now is, in some sense, we see them as like coming from space, but in a very important sense, actually, they're part of us. They're our own good qualities. So it's a very intimate connection, and it's something we would talk about.
Okay. I'd just like to mention that everything we do here, it's really because of the help of those that participate in all that we do. And so if you feel inclined to give a donation, we have a box right on that little table at the entrance, where you can leave a cash donation or check, or you can, even with your cell phone, with a QR code, you can give money. And also, another way you can help us is by becoming a member of Dawn Mountain and by volunteering in anything that we do. So just keep that in mind, that we always, if you like what we do, well, just help us do it, and we will be here. So what we're going to do now is a short closing meditation, which basically will be the same. It will only be 10 minutes long. So let us go back to observing, well, first of all, let us go back to our three pillars. Notice how your seat is in contact with the cushion, with the chair, with the earth, down to the very center of the earth. You have that support, and you can rest in that. Then notice that the support goes through your skeletal structure. Your spine is giving you that support to sit upright. Relax all the muscles in your body and just be at ease in that. Then notice the central channel that is going down that spine, or actually it starts just below your belly, going up, all the way up to the top of your head. It's the flow of energy. We want that to flow freely. Just slightly tuck in your chin, and that will also help that flow of energy. Now we are going to observe our breath for just a few minutes. Whenever you notice you're lost in thought, just gently go back to the breath. Now let us chant home and feel the vibrations go through your body and your mind. And I'll ring the bell to stop. Go back to observing the breath. Okay, so I'm going to read the Book of Names. Just before we read the Book of Names, let's do the dedication that's on the group prayer list. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. So today, thank you. Today we dedicate this practice. So we dedicate this practice to Glenn Draper, Harvey. Oh, you want to do it? I was going to do it later. No? The blessing. No? Oh, you usually do this. Okay. Blessing. Okay, let's do the blessing on the group practice prayer. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. So let us dedicate to Lynn Draper, Harvey, Arisha, Tom Reed and the Bardo, Namvo, Faridan, Nina Niko Navavna, Petro Shevkaya, Steve and family, Roseanne and family, Bishop, Rosalinda and Dirk, Lama Ganya Dorje, Ellen Cox, Poppy, Krissa, Despina, Eleftheria, Manos, Lasonas, Melina, Tashi Delek Namaskar, Donald Rosenberg, Philip Rosenberger, Eleanor Rosenberger, Holmes Nyang, yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Milan Wang Nyang, Lim Shui Wang, Wendy Rosenberger Nyang, Melissa Rosenberger, Misty, kidney failure, Theo, anxiety, Cohen, Timberlake kidney in the Bardo, Deborah Usek, and Martin, and me. So I'd like, just before we go, to do the ah, just one ah. We don't have much time for more. One ah. And so when we do this ah, we visualize that we are sending the ah to all sentient beings everywhere, everyone on the planet, everyone in the universe, everywhere where there are sentient beings, we send the ah. So I'd like to thank all of you for being here today. And I'd like to ask if you'd like to stay a while, just, I don't know, do we have any snacks? No,
Other snacks? We will check if there
we'll
are
check.
snacks.
Or we can just stay here
Well,
and,
we can stay in any case.
yes, and just get to know each other, socialize a little. And if you'd like to help us, you know, clean up the cushions and everything, you can also help us with that. But anyway, the intention is that we just be together and get to know each other. Thank you. So, thank you for coming.
Well, thank you.
Oh.
Very nice. Thank you, everyone on
Nice.
the machine.
Nice to see you, Darcy and Poppy and Abe. Where are you guys? Where are you from?
I'm from Houston.
Okay, great. I'm from Ithaca, New York.
I'm from Florida. By Clearwater.
Great.
I'm Greek